Yo, what is up, guys? It is time to open our weekly vaults. We've got like 4 or 5 vaults to open, I think, this week. So a little less than usual. I think we're trying to switch. I think I'm going to try to switch my focus a little bit for the channel and for my time in WoW to really focus on 4 or 5 classes at one time. I know that probably seems like a lot for some people, but I honestly like play probably 8 to 9 to 10 specializations every week. Whether that's mostly in Mythic Plus, sometimes in a little bit of Raid, but leveling or just having fun in open world content. I'm going to try to cut that down a little bit, so I'm focusing on 4 or 5 classes every week. Hopefully we'll see some higher vaults, maybe some more rating as well. But I want to get all of those specializations to KSM at least, and then hopefully a couple of them to Keystone Hero. My goal for the channel, if you guys don't already know, I probably mentioned in past videos, is I want to get like probably 3 classes, I think, to Keystone Hero at least, and then probably 6 or 7 classes to KSM or higher. I just think it's a fun challenge for me. I like trying out different specializations and classes. It helps me understand them a little bit better and know a little bit more about what I'm talking about. Although I still make plenty of mistakes and I definitely don't know everything, not even close to it. But it is fun for me. I have a blast and I enjoy doing it, so we're going to do that. So real quick though, before we open the vaults for this week, we've got, we pushed a little bit of rating. We're so close. We could have hit Keystone Hero last week, but we slacked for sure. But the affixes are Tyrannical, obviously, Volcanic, and Sanguine. Guys, this is a fantastic push week. If you've needed Tyrannical week on your main, on your alts, or anything like that, you're trying to get some quick IO, this week is phenomenal, okay? Sanguine's kind of annoying, but, I mean, if you're tanking especially, you can avoid a lot of the healing in that. Like, it's so easy, and Volcanic is a free affix. It's a little bit more annoying, obviously, for range, but I'm telling you, this is a great week to push, so be pushing. I'm going to do it on this week. Hopefully, I'm definitely getting this guy Keystone Hero. If I don't, come in the next weekly vault video if you watch these often, and you just give me shit in the comments. I'm telling you to do it. You could do it. Go crazy. And also, there is a weekly quest too. Defeat 5 time walking raid bosses or dungeons, and you'll get a random raid piece of gear. So if you're farming for like Beacon of the Beyond, another weapon, or anything like that, I highly suggest that you pick this up. I probably will as well. And then if you're new to the game, I notice there's a lot of people coming to the channel. All you have to do to complete time walking bosses, dungeons, and dungeons is this random time walking Burning Crusade, and then you can also look in pre-made legacy raids, and usually they'll be posted there. But definitely worth doing if you're looking for any kind of raid gear, or if you're just trying to gear and all. So let's open up our Druid's Vault. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my cat. She is meowing like crazy right now. She wants attention like wild. Okay, so let's see what we need. We have a lot of good stuff right now, honestly. I'm not really missing. I mean, maybe I could get a better trinket from something. I have good trinkets though. I maybe get a higher ring, cloak. Some other weapons are 444. I think I did some 19s last week. We'll loot spec. Oh no, my keybinds. Let's loot spec Feral per usual. Let's see what we get. We got 2 vaults this week for our Guardian Druid. Really enjoyed it. We got a ring and a cloak. Oh my gosh, guys. What are the chances that that happens? So we got a 447 crit mastery, which I actually think is pretty good for us. We also have a crit mastery cloak. Let's look here. I have a little spreadsheet here. Wow, those are the worst stats for Guardian Druid, and I didn't know that, so that's pretty embarrassing. I think crit's pretty good for Feral, though. Is it not? Let me know, fam, if it's not. Honestly, though. So, crit, I know verse is really good. I already have crit stuff. Masters are, like, worst stat, which is really unfortunate for that. I might even take it anyways, though, and just hope. Or we could take tokens. I think I'm actually might take the cloak, though. All the way of crit haste, which is better. But item level, we get agility, we get stamina, we get armor. Mastery sucks. I think I'm taking the cloak, guys. I think I take the cloak, and I think for now... Oh, I was going to craft a cloak. I lied. I also have 4 aspects. So I could craft a high-level cloak, a spore cloak or whatever. Sorry, it's really hot in my house, too, right now, if I'm sweating like crazy. Okay, let's do the signet. Let's do the... Yeah, for sure the signet. For sure the signet? Yeah, we're gonna craft the cloak, dude. I think the cloak is so worth it. If you guys don't know that, like, I think the spore cloak or whatever is freaking insane. Great for survivability, especially if you're pushing some higher content, which I do plan to do a little bit more with this guy. So we're going to take the ring. I'm going to put that on. We'll make sure we do that. We are almost 441 on this guy, which is freaking awesome. It's obviously not as good as it probably could be, but you know, we're getting there. We're getting there, and that's okay. We've got mage. I race changed my mage from blood elf to human. Love blood elf casting. Love blood elves. I've been a blood elf mage for years. I really like it. And for you RPGers out there, you know, having a race that you like, the casting of, how they look and stuff, like it really matters to me in a lot of ways. I obviously gravitate towards Tauren, as you guys have seen, in orcs, but I really like humans. Like their casting, I love their casting. It's so like cool to see. But I just don't play Alliance that much, to be honest. I'm more of a horde Andy, if you will. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I mean, I love horde so much. All right, so we got shoulders. We got a ring. Ring is good. Ring is great. Ring is great. Crit haste. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good stat for us here. Crit haste is second and third stats for frost, and obviously haste is number 1 for fire mage. Crit is not bad, so we're gonna do the crit haste ring for sure. Little eye level bump for us right there, which I will take 100%. Man, today is the day of rings, for sure, and I am for it. What oh, we're 425. We're getting there. So the classes I'm going to be focusing on are my druid, my mage, my death knight, my shaman, and I might swing some evoker. I've only tried a little bit of augmentation, haven't really deep dived into it yet because everybody and their mom is playing it. So I've waited, but I think now is the time. I think I might jump into it. So, you know, feel free to catch me live on here on YouTube. I just switched over from Twitch. Might be doing some augmentation keys if I can this week, if I have time. It's a really busy week with work and stuff. And working on some videos, but hopefully augmentation. But I've been loving my blood DK, dude. All 4 of these classes I mentioned that I've been playing, you know, the DK, the shaman, the druid, and the mage have just been a blast. Just so much fun. Let's loot spec frost, or are we going holy? No, I want one-handers, to be honest. So what could we use here? We could really use a chest piece. I would love a chest piece. So please, vault gods, let that happen. Or a trinket. For the love of God, a trinket. I might have 3 slots here. I did a lot of dungeons last week. If I don't, it's damn close. So we got... I'm going to take this one-hander for sure. One-handers are nice for Frost, and Frost is really fun right now. At least I find it really fun. I'm doing it. Also, I don't have the transmog? What? We're taking the one-hander for Frost for sure. We didn't do 8 dungeons. That's crazy. We had to been like at like 7, dude. I feel like I did so much dungeons on my DK last week, and still. Also, augmentation for buffing DK's damage too is crazy. As you guys know that if you play in Holy at all, or Frost really, but blood DK, look at that, 88, 89, 88k. Not bad, dude. Not too shabby. The healing is crazy. All right, we got Shaman. We've been playing Resto a lot. I really like Resto. It's very fun. It's a little bit more of a challenge of a healer compared to a couple other specializations, I think, in my mind. It does feel like if I'm not using a cooldown, and this is probably the way it is for all the healers right now, it is the way for all the healers right now, probably other than Evoker. If I'm not using a cooldown, it feels like my heals don't do a damn thing. And it's not a great feeling in my mind. I do like, though, when I press a cooldown, it feels like valuable or that it like matters. But man, I wish some of my like other heals, like my healing wave and shit, chain wave does good as well, but it just doesn't feel the same as it used to back in the day. I used to play back in Kata, Resto a lot, and I did rating a ton of rating, which is probably crazy for you guys to, you guys probably think I'm crazy because I never raid right now. But I used to love raiding in Kata and played Resto Shaman a lot, and man, I loved healing back then. Alright, back to the vault. Let's see, so we could use trinkets for sure. Would love a trinket or 2. Chest piece would be great here. Love wrists. So trinket, wrist, weapon, chest. We're gonna get one of them. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? Chest. We got chest. Oh, we also got weapon. Oh man, what do we do? Wait, do I have an offhand? No, I have the main hand. Fudge. I mean, I don't have an offhand, but I could craft an offhand. Guys, are you guys gonna... Is it gonna be crazy if I take this chest piece? I have been trying to get a chest piece for so long. I mean, literally. And you know what happened to me last week? I'm doing dungeons. I'm literally doing dungeons. I'm playing with a couple other augmentation evokers or something like that. And guess who gets a chest piece both times? The evokers. Or I think it was a shaman at one point. And they got the chest piece and they needed it, which is great for them. But man, I'm taking the chest piece. I just don't know if my luck is gonna be as bad as it has been for vault. So we're taking the chest piece 100%. Yeah. Oh yeah. Chest piece, which is great. We're 418 now, which is not bad. Let's go turn this into tier real quick while we're on the video. But I think that's it for our vaults, guys. So those are the 4 classes I'm playing. Really excited about all of them, to be honest. Even though the meta right now, the God comp is still at large and insane. I mean, I'm talking about playing augmentation. I'm playing Guardian Druid, so, you know, that is part of the God comp. But I don't know, you know, I think that you can still push pretty high. You can obviously do plus 20s with any class right now, but I think it is more challenging to get into groups. I think pugs this season have been awful. Just always look at, like, if I see one more plus 10, 11, 12 looking for just an augmentation of, I just don't. I think it's great that augmentation is valuable and a lot of people like it. I think that's amazing, but man, the fact that you're doing that solo dungeons and you're not like grabbing other people is just so hard for me. I've always been a sucker for off meta specs though. I've been that way for a really long time. We've got some new content coming out here, guys, so keep an eye out for. Got some Dream Surge content, stuff coming out for 10.1.7. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. We've got some tier lists on their way, some more tanking stuff. We got a lot of shit on the way, so keep an eye out on the channel. If you guys like the videos, you know, like the video, hit that sub button, and feel free to catch me live. I'm streaming on YouTube now, so it's gonna be a good transition. I'm excited for it, and yeah, I appreciate you guys always watching the content. I'll catch you next week. Peace.